Alright, everyone, I'm back. Carly, if you're here, go let me know. I have your question. Hey Jess. Can you guys hear me? Let me see, the mic is moving, so yeah. Carly, are you here? Jess, can you hear me good? I have heard this question. I'm just gonna go ahead and start it. So her timestamp is 41:19. Let's see for Carly. Which truth is actually heart and mind awakening to about our connection right now? Alright, let me turn the music off then. Alright, so for Carly, we're going to do 41:56. What truth is SG's heart and mind awakening to about their connection? Let's see. Does it sound better, Jeff? Alright, we have the Knight of Pentacles, the Hangman, the Five of Wands, the Seven of Wands, the Nine of Wands, and the King of Wands. So I feel like he's starting to see the connection through a new lens, more grounded, serious, intentional than before. The Knight of Pentacles shows that his heart is beginning to, I would say, understand the value of steady effort, realizing this isn't something he can rush or play off casually. I feel like he's awakening to the fact that true connection takes consistency and emotional maturity. With the Hangman being here, it does shows that life or spirit has been putting him in a position where he has to pause and reflect on the connection. He's seeing things differently now, noticing how his actions or lack of action have affected the bond, like affected this bond. Um, it's like he's being forced to confront his own patterns and resistance, learning that growth means surrendering control and letting his perspective shift. Can't be always thinking the same way. With the Five of Wands and the Seven of Wands, it does show inner and outer conflict. Um, he's awakening to how much he's been fighting himself, possibly battling ego, pride, and external opinions. Um, but at the same time, realizing that tension stems from his own fears and defensiveness. Um, I feel like with the nine of wands, it reveals he's still guarded, yet also resilient. His mind knows he's been through a lot emotionally, but his heart is beginning to see that you're not here to hurt him. Um, you've been a catalyst for his healing and courage. Um, and finally, with the King of Wands, it shows that what's unfolding, um, as a result of his awakening is like he's stepping into confidence, leadership, and clarity. He's realizing that he wants to take control of his energy in a positive way, to stand for what he feels and stop hiding, behind like hesitation, fear, and doubt. The King of Wands is very like he's like a natural born leader, so he likes to take the lead. Once he knows what he wants, he just goes for it. So I feel like that's what he's tapping more into. I feel like deep down he's awakening to the truth that this connection has challenged him to rise into his mature, passionate, and authentic self. So that's what I have for you, Cardi. I hope that was helpful. All right, Brianna, let me know if you're here. All right, I'm gonna get started on Brianna. I have her question. Okay, you're here. All right, let's go with your first question. All right, let's see. What is the progress of her current manifestation so far, Spirit? Okay, we got the world reverse, we got a few cards here. Let's see. The Fool, the Queen of Swords, the Ten of Cups, the Sun reversed. Okay. The Queen of Wands, the Ace of Pentacles, the Devil, the Ace of Wands, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Magician. Um, Something feels like unfinished or out of full alignment with this world reverse. It feels like you're very close to a major breakthrough, but again, I'm getting something feels slightly unfinished or out of full alignment. It's not that it isn't working; it's that the cycle is still playing out and aligning behind the scenes. The Fool being here, it shows that you've taken a leap of faith. You've you've chosen to believe, possibly start fresh and to detach from the past. Spirit is saying that this energy, this is like this is energy of trust and surrender is what's pushing things forward. Um, they're saying don't overthink how or when, just continue to walk like just continue walking in faith basically. With the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Wands being here, I feel like together they're showing that your mindset and self confidence, um, self concept. What the fuck? I can't say the word. Self concept has grown. They're both grown. Your mindset and your concept. Fuck. I keep trying to say confidence. Tremendously. You're thinking with more clarity is what they're saying, more confidence and self assurance. Um, if you've been cutting through illusions, setting standards and showing up as someone who knows her power, um, well, that's what's magnetizing your manifestation closer. So if you're not in that energy, then you need to start getting more into that energy of being more confident about what you're manifesting, and not question so much or see it as like something that needs progress because I'm not. It'll be delayed. Is basically what they're saying. You're welcome, Carly. Um, the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles, for me, it shows that emotional and material fulfillment that you're manifesting is already formed in the 4D. It's energetically done. You're aligning with long-term happiness, stability, and success. However, with the Sun reverse, it does show that your 3D reality might not fully reflect it yet. You may be seeing delays, mixed signals, or temporary doubts could be coming up. But they're also saying they're just wanting you to see that as um, only shadows of the old state fading out. You do have the Ace of Pentacles and the Ace of Wands here, which confirms that new beginnings are already taking root. There's tangible movement starting to unfold. Um, New opportunities, signs, or moments that show your manifestation is solidifying. I feel like the spark and foundation are both there already. So you've already planted the seed. It's just continue to water it. With the Devil and the Seven of Swords being here, it does show that your biggest block right now is overthinking, second guessing, or occasionally slipping back into fear-based focus. Like I said, even questioning if there's progress, you're looking at it as like something that happens over time. Where manifestation, you're supposed to look at it as if it's something instant. Um, and I feel like they're saying your mind might still be attached to control, or to checking for results, right? But the energy of resistance can slow things down. So even like I said, like looking at it as like, is there progress? Again, it's kind of like putting putting it out there that like certain things have to unfold, or like certain things have to happen, or like things won't just happen instantly. Where you have to kind of switch that, because I feel like that's the only thing that could be like causing a lot of resistance right now, is the way you look at manifestation. um, the magician is here to remind you that you're the one creating all of this. When you return to your inner knowing and affirm from your power, everything continues, aligning fast. So the progress so far, you're past the halfway point, is what I was saying. The foundation is set, the energy is active, and the 3D is catching up. So keep staying in your confident, trusting, and like detached energy, and you're done. Like, it's done. Reality will show up sooner than you think. So just kind of tweaking the way you think of manifestation, because I feel like there's a lot of progress here. But again, if we look at it as progress, you're gonna keep looking for progress, and it's gonna keep causing a waiting period. Hey IJ, how are you? Um, let's see. With your second question, all right, where can you see my current connection going? Let's see. So give us some insight here. All right, we got the Seven of Swords, the Devil, okay? The Six of Pentacles, The King of Wands reverse. Okay, this is interesting. Show me more, Spirit. Okay, the Star, the Ace of Swords, the Two of Pentacles. Show me more, Spirit. Okay, the King of Swords, the Judgment reverse, the Fool, the Four of Swords, the Five of Pentacles. Clarify this Five of Pentacles for me. Clarify the Five of Pentacles. And the Hermit. Okay. So I feel like right now this connection feels like it's in deep learning or rebalancing phase rather than moving straight into union. With the Seven of Swords and the Devil being here, it shows there's been avoidance or mixed intentions from one or the other. Um, Possibly even emotional patterns that have created confusion. This could be codependency. This could be like, um, I want to say like a lot of overthinking, like negative, expecting negative things to happen. And this could be one or both of you maybe holding back true feelings or operating from fear and control rather than openness. Spirit is showing that these patterns are surfacing so they can finally be released. I feel like the foundation of this connection is transforming, or it has the, I want to say it has the chance to transform. The Six of Pentacles being here, it shows that the lesson here is all about balance, giving and receiving equally, making sure that both of you are reciprocating. Um, and it also talks about a healthy, like, energy exchange, right? So if you give, he should be given the same amount. Same thing for you. If he gives, you should be reciprocating the same amount, not less and not more. Not in a way that it's like playing games, but just to keep things balanced, right? Because if one person is pouring into a cup way more than the other one, eventually there will be imbalance, and that's what causes a lot of like issues, like with fear and doubts, because the person that's pouring more into the other one um, can start to feel like depleted, right? Um, so that's just something to keep in mind. The King of Wands reverse, it shows that someone, likely your person, has been struggling to step into that confident, decisive energy. Um, there may be inconsistency, like ego or avoidance at play, but the star shows healing and hope are still available. The Spirit is highlighting that renewal is possible once both sides return to truth and self awareness. So it kind of goes back to like equal give and take. Um, the Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles, it shows clarity and decision making on the horizon. Truth will be revealed. There's communication or maybe inner realization that helps you see things as they truly are. Um, but I feel like it also shows a choice being weighed, whether to continue investing or to free yourself, and start fresh. With the King of Swords, um, it shows you stepping into your own power, thinking clearly, setting boundaries, and aligning with what's best for you emotionally and mentally. The Judgment reverse suggests that your person may still be resisting accountability, or there could be a sense of like repeating old cycles, but I feel like it could be you or him. So take it how it resonates. Um, but because it doesn't mean that you're stuck, it just kind of feels like we're just kind of like a little pauses here and there is what I'm getting. The Fool and the Four of Swords now, it shows a new beginning is coming for you, one that feels freeing, peaceful, and detached from the chaos that once either defined this connection, or I feel like that could be coming up in this connection. So there could be something coming up that may feel a little chaotic, but then you'll find your clarity there. Um, After that time period. And then you have the Five of Pentacles clarified by the Hermit. Um, There could be, if there isn't distance like right now, Bree, I feel like there could be some coming up. Either distance or possibly silence. But this, it isn't punishment, is what Spirit is saying. It's more of an awakening period. Spirit is saying that this, like, let's just say there is a bit of a separation. Um, it may not even be physical. It could just be like, mentally distant from one another. Um, this separation energy is guiding both of you into deeper self reflection and healing. The Hermit brings wisdom. You'll come out of this knowing what you truly deserve and where you want to invest your love, and he will too. Um, so I feel like where this is going depends on what each person chooses to do with the clarity being revealed, because I feel like there's going to be clarity on both sides. If both align and evolve, there's potential for a healthier reconnection, or like a healthier connection going forward, is what I'm getting. Like, and it feels, I'm not getting like near future, could be like a little later on. So it's all about like evolving and seeing where you both like end up. So like there could be like a little time period where you go your way, he goes his way, or your person goes their way, and then you guys reconnect. Um, I feel like if you don't feel like things are aligning for you in the near future, then spirit is guiding you toward your peace, your power, and divine new beginning. Either way, you come out stronger and more aligned with your worth. So it's like no matter what path you choose, coming up, I feel like you're still gonna come out of it like on top. So that's what I'm getting. I feel like just things are gonna depend on how, I don't know how new the connection is or like where it's at this point, but it feels like as you guys get to know each other, there may be things that cause a bit of distance here. Um, but it gives you a chance to grow on both sides and then decide where this goes. So that is what I have for you, Bree. And thank you so much. There's a chance that it could be, like I said, it could be either like breaking things off, or where you guys kind of like just take some time, like a pause. It doesn't feel like a breakup, but is like Spirit was saying, it's gonna really depend on what you guys decide. It seems like there's things that are very much in limbo with you guys. So yeah, they weren't really clear on. I mean, they said it's gonna be one or the other. They were clear about it. 'Cause they just said it's gonna be either physical distance, like you guys break up, or it could just be mental distance, like just emotional distance. So yeah, that's what I have for you, love. All right, I'm gonna use the bathroom and go grab some water, guys, and I will be right back. And thank you, Bree. Okay, night. I'll be with you as soon as I come back. And we're doing last call for donations, guys. All right, I'm back. Night, are you still here? Can you guys hear me? All right, so let's see. All right, his feelings for Night at this time. What are both his feelings? You have the Queen of Wands, the Sun, the Queen of Cups reversed. All right, clarify this with the Emperor. So I feel like his feelings for you at this time. He sees you as someone magnetic, very confident, very deeply attractive. The Queen of Wands energy pulls him in effortlessly. You light him up inside like it's like a fire, right? Um, the Sun shows that you bring genuine joy and warmth in his world. Um, but the Queen of Cups reverse, clarified by the Emperor, I feel like he could be sensing like a bit of emotional distance or control, or maybe not like not having a lot of openness emotionally. This could be even like um not necessarily expressing things, but maybe like I want to say like how can what am I like nurturing maybe um like not openly nurturing. Maybe he feels like you're kind of like a little bit more cold when it comes to that. um yeah, so it's like either he feels like you're holding back your softer side, or he's trying to maintain emotional control to avoid feeling too vulnerable. So there's one or two here. I feel like deep down he's more affected by you than he maybe admits. So there's that. Let's see his intentions. What are his intentions right now? Show me, spirit. All right, we got the Eight of Cups, the Page of Pentacles, the World, and the Two of Swords. Okay, so I feel like right now he's doing a lot of inner reflection, trying to figure out what truly fulfills him. The Page of Pentacles and the World show that he does want growth, um, and something more stable or complete, but he's still in a learning phase, like emotionally. Or I would say you both are, but we are asking about his intentions. Um, I feel like with the Two of Swords, it does show indecision right now because he is in having a lot of inner reflection going on. He hasn't fully chosen a direction yet, but he's aware that a choice between comfort and change is coming. Um, all right, so let's see. What is the overall energy around the connection, Spirit? All right, we got the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords. Okay, show me more, Spirit. The Strength and the Justice card. So I feel like with the Eight of Swords and the Seven of Swords, I feel like there's a mix of mental tension or restraint here. I feel like these cards together suggest both of you may be holding back truths or feelings out of fear. Not necessarily deception, okay? Because I'm not getting deception, but more so self-protection. So you both could be kind of a little guarded right now, is what I'm getting. Especially like that strength card can talk about being guarded, trying to hold back. Um, so yeah, the strength and the justice card, it shows that this connection, it does have karmic balance at play. It's teaching you both, like it's teaching both of you emotional discipline, patience, and fairness. Neither of you can rush the process. Things are aligning though. Like I feel like things are aligning through accountability and clarity. So like there's a need, I would say, for both of you to open up more. In order for this to flow a little easier, because I feel like it's flowing, but it's almost like, I'm trying to think of like something. Like, you know, a river has like the rocks and like some parts of it is like very shallow. It's almost like, yeah, like we're getting stuck and then we're moving, but then we're stuck and then we're moving. Um so that, yeah, there needs to be like more like clarity between you both as far as like where's this going. Um maybe right now you guys are just going with the flow, or like just letting things happen, you know, maybe organically, but there needs to be like, I feel like more conversation, because I feel like you both are in your heads and being a little guarded here. um let's see, what's hidden here, what's hidden. Okay, we got the Two of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Show me more. The Queen of Cups. All right. And the Ten of Swords. So I feel like because the Two of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune reversed is here, um, I feel like it's showing a bit of instability or repeating patterns. Um, the Queen of Cups and the Ten of Swords, it does the Ten of Swords, it does reveal that emotionally someone here, this could be him or both of you, okay, have been wounded before and maybe struggle to stay open. So I don't know if this is specifically you, if it's specifically him, or if it's both of you. um so it is talking about, again, like kind of like the overall energy of the connection, where there still needs to be a little bit more openness when it comes to like emotions. um I feel like there's a fear of emotional pain that make him, you, or both of you like juggle between opening up and withdrawing. um so take it how it resonates, because I don't know which one it is, they're not saying. Deep down I feel like one or both of you is afraid of repeating past heartbreak, which is what keeps you guys a little stuck here. And I really feel like you guys don't have anything to worry about on either part, but there is a bit of stuck energy here with you guys, like when it comes to like progressing, um, being afraid of repeating past cycles. Um, so that's there, and let's see the potential outcome here. I feel like it could be mostly on his side, but there's just no telling right now. The potential outcome here is very showing. All right, we got the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Cups. Okay, so potential outcome here. With the King of Swords, the Three of Cups, the Seven of Wands, and the Ten of Cups, I feel like communication and clarity bring healing and reconnection. The King of Swords shows he'll eventually step up with more maturity and directness, though it may take persistence. Okay, so maybe like you, if he is the one that's a bit closed off, then maybe you creating a safe space for him to like be able to open up, and that could just happen gradually. It may not be anything that you specifically have to do. He may just be one of those like I guess like slow bloomers. Is that what it's called? I think that's what how the saying is. The phrase. Um, I feel like the Three of Cups and the Ten of Cups show a joyful, emotionally fulfilling energy once defense defenses drop, which is the Seven of Wands. Um, it's a slow burn towards something real. A happy outcome is possible once both sides feel safe being open again, or like just being open. I want to say open again because if you were open in the past and then someone kind of like hurt you or like shut you out, you may have closed up, him or you or both, because I feel like they were talking about both of you here. Um, but it's like challenges that I feel like I don't feel like they're out of this world. The challenges that I see here, um, to me, it I feel like it can like dissolve with growth of the connection, like as time goes on. Let's see how to bring this connection closer. Spirit, give us the Knight of Swords, the Five of Cups. Okay, the Star. The Five of Pentacles. Clarify this Five of Pentacles for me. The Three of Cups. Okay. So I feel like how to bring the both of you closer, or yeah, how to bring both of you closer. The connection itself, communication heals, is what Spirit is saying. They said that really loud. I feel like the Knight of Swords. The Knight of Swords urges action and honest words rather than assumptions. Um, Healing from past disappointments with that Five of Cups being there, and feelings of being left out or unappreciated will rebuild emotional closeness here. I feel like the Star and the Three of Cups show that hope and mutual joy are still alive. um, Focus on connection over fear, lightness over lack. So I do feel like this could be a thing where it's like we're seeing things with like I feel like the cup half empty rather than half full. And I feel like there's a need to change that because I know you say you're away a lot, and I feel like instead of kind of like maybe seeing it that way, it's just kind of enjoying the time that you do have together rather than worrying about the moments that you don't have together. If that makes Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense the way I'm intending that makes sense the way I said it. Okay, Brie, you'll be last, but just as a reminder, if once it's closed, I'm closed. But you'll be the last reading I do today. All right, so let's see. And how to manifest this connection to become stronger. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see. The Three of Pentacles, the Knight of the Nine of Pentacles, not nine, the nine. Nine of Pentacles, the Chariot, and the Four of Swords. Okay, this is good. I feel like the Three of Pentacles and Nine of Pentacles show that focusing on your own growth, like you yourself, like your confidence, your independence, actually magnetize him closer. It magnetizes him to be more open. Um, and with the Chariot and the Four of Swords, it's just saying to stay grounded, move with intention, let alignment happen naturally. Um, Try not to overthink. Like I said, like I was just saying, seeing things from a place of like the cup is half full and rather than half empty. Because the more you create, like the more you focus on the lack, the more lack you create. Um, and I feel like you can also like visualize teamwork, emotional safety, and peaceful communication. I feel like this is how you energetically stabilize the bond because I feel like you guys have a good connection. Like I don't see anything that is like, oh my god, like there's someone else in the picture, or like there's, negative thoughts about each other. There. I think it's just more so like there's like the energy just feels a little bit like out of whack, not in alignment, like overthinking possibly, but not from a place of like where it has to do with the connection itself. It's more so like the fears and the doubts that I get is from past um experiences that have nothing to do with the connection. So I feel like, because I always say, like, you're the creator of your reality, you can change this energy by changing yours. Because he's technically feeding off of your energy. um so that's why you may see, like, a lot of times in readings, like, where couples, like, I'll do readings and I'm like, uh I'll give people like information. They'll be like, wait, I was just thinking about that kind of stuff, but their person is thinking about it in a different context. So like if you're having doubts, like he's gonna have doubts too, but it may show up in a different way. So that's what I have for you. Yeah, like I will start speaking life into the connection. Like, you know, making sure that you're keeping your mindset where like things are working out regardless. Because you'd be surprised. So that's what I have for you, Naya. I hope that was helpful. All right. So make sure you guys like the stream. And all right, Bree, you can post your question. Are you new to the channel? I can't remember. You're welcome. Have a good night, or like early, late night, and or early morning. What color are you painting them, Jeff? All right, let's see. Nah, it's not her. Yeah. All right, let's see. Wait, did you do like a red? The Eight of Swords, the World, the Five of Cups. Um, the Page of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and the Lovers. Yeah, I feel like there could be. I mean, I feel like there is a high chance that there could be. I feel like you may have to kind of work a little bit on your mindset when it comes to love and relationships. Let me see. I feel a lot more open to. Yeah, so I feel like there could be a little bit of like, because your past is showing up here, the Five of Cups. So like looking back at the past with like maybe not regrets you, but there's like almost like acceptance from your past that you need to have. The Eight of Swords is showing me like there could be still a little bit of like limiting beliefs when it comes to relationships. So kind of working on your limiting beliefs. And this could be things like, things that, like, I always say this, like not having, you know, we all have friends that will probably say like men ain't shit, or it doesn't even have to be friends, it could just be associates, like people that we talk to, like being mindful not to indulge in those kind of thoughts or like conversations. Possibly even music that kind of talks like that. If you're trying to bring in love, you don't want to be focusing on things that happened in the past, right? Like, again, like men ain't shit, or like love is so hard, or um, love doesn't last. Like, working on those kind of things, I feel like will put you at a really like um, more evolved state when it comes to love, to attract it in. Um, but yeah, like there's a need to end that cycle here, because you may be looking too much to your past, like disappointment, loss, fears, grief. I feel like that is coming to an end, and I do see a new beginning here in love, because I have the Page of Cups, um, which talks about like a happy surprise. It talks about like sensitivity. It talks about new love, right? So this is like, I feel like this is gonna be somebody completely new, coming into your life, that it starts off, I want to say like dating, and then like it continues to grow from there. This person will come in with clarity, because I have the Ace of Swords. Someone that's very trustworthy, like someone that you can trust, someone that is going to be honest and open with you. This is a card of success. This is also a card of new ideas, so maybe like opening yourself up to like, I don't want to say not your usual type, because I hate when people say that, but kind of just like opening yourself up to like whatever can come in, right? And then you have the Lovers. So I do feel like this is going to be someone that's more in alignment with you, more in harmony with you. For me, this is a connection that, like I said, it grows over time. It goes from the Page of Cups to the Lovers. So it's like we start here, but we end up here. Like it does feel like a deep love connection. You in alignment with someone that is on your level, has the same values, is just as passionate as you. Um, if you're like, depending how you are sexually, like, well, wherever you're at, that's where they're gonna meet you. So, someone that's definitely more on your level. Um, let's see, anything else good? Yeah, like the Empress. So this is someone that's gonna treat you like who you are, like an Empress. You're also like the creator here of life. So again, like speaking life into like whatever connection, whatever you're wanting in a relationship. I will also make like, you could even make a list of like what you're looking for in a partner, and if somebody comes in without those qualities, you can just cut them off. It'll make it easier. But whatever connection this is that's coming towards you, I don't know when, but I feel like, I want to say like early next year. It's gonna be, there's gonna be a lot of equal give and take. Okay, so you won't be feeling like you're doing all the work. So that is what I have for you, love. I hope that was helpful. I'm not sure, Bree. I never really know. Um, you're welcome. Yeah, I'm not sure what time I'm coming on tomorrow. All right, guys. Well, I'm gonna head out. I will see you guys tomorrow. I know I'll be. At least for now. I know I'll be on during the day. I just don't know what time. So I will see you guys tomorrow. Have a good night. Bye. Bree, if you want to send it and I'll send you an audio, you can do that too. I'll do it before I go to bed. All right. Bye, guys.